Round 3 of the 2025 D1NZ Drifting Championship brings us to Auckland City Go Media Stadium at Mount Smart for the first of 2 concrete jungle tracks on the calendar and our second standing start of the season. The lead line will be in the left lane out of the start box, and it is the shortest track the drivers will run this year. A flat layout lined with concrete walls, an outside zone to start, and there will be penalties for excessive handbrake use. It's a short dab to settle the car after the initiation, and that is what the judges are looking for. This layout this year is all about a much wider line, changing the approach into certain areas. 8 outside zones with no inside clips make up the total layout. Time now to ride along with a virtual lap of the course thanks to Team Swarm on the simulator with D1NZ chase judge Benkai Bruin.
You're righty, so we're going to take off the line, we're going to wheel spin into first, into second, into third, and then grip up. Nice flick initiation. We're then going to fill the wall. See how we're going for a nice smooth arc now. Here's where it gets different. We're going for a full outer zone, into a switch in the middle, into another full outer zone. So you'll notice there are no inner clips on this layout. Through here is what we call the setup zone. So they come out of there, we're going to switch really nice out of that zone. We're going to set power up through here and we're going to set up for the next zone, yeah? So we'll call that a setup zone in there. There's no touch and go, no zones. This is a full zone here to fill, and then out to the wall, nice and hard to fill that zone again.
Our judges lineup for the weekend will see former D1NZ Pro driver Matt Kwok back in the hot seat, scoring for line and our lead runs for the event with 100 points on offer. Benkai Bruin from Drift Japan brings over 25 years experience in the sport and will be keeping a keen eye on angle as well as 100 points to work with as our chase judge for the weekend. Our final judge for round 3 is Tony Gallagher with plenty of sideways experience in the New Zealand Speedway circuit with a 50-50 point split for style, and that will be your track preview and judges lineup for round 3 of the 2025 D1NZ Drifting Championship Series.
This is round 3 of the D1NZ National Drifting Championship, and the top 10 look like this in Pro. Coming into this round, Luke Fink sitting in top in JDM, 194 points. And then it's Adam Davies just sitting behind him in 165. Adam Davies, we think, is having a little bit of an issue. We'll get to Nick in just a moment in the pits. Brody Mayer, 164. Dave Steedman on 162, nothing between that. And Fangadan, who knows how to win here at the Concrete Crucible at 130. Then you go down to Connor Halligan. Connor Halligan's qualifying last night was one of the best they have seen in a long, long time. Look who's here, Pro Sport Champion 2024, Kisuke Nagashima, who has turned out, why? For just a one-run cameo?
Yeah, I was watching Taupo on the live stream and I kind of got itchy feet, so I thought I'd come in and join the fun again.
And how are you finding the fun?
Well, Thursday we went first lap into the wall, so but we found our feet and we're on, so I'm keen.
So outside of this, what are you doing to yourself in the drifting world and just general?
So we've actually bought a new GR86 that we're looking at building for a pro car, so we are working towards that. We're looking at things in Japan and overseas as well at the moment, so yeah, big things, big things.
Nice to see you and the little one back. That's the car.
Yeah. No, I mean, I thought I'd give it a crack in Pro. It's a 205/15, still non-power steering, still synchro box. Probably the only car in D1 with a synchro box. So, hey, we'll give it a crack and have some fun.
And we go straight to Fangadan and Sam West. Rest the piece, Fangadan, the old Coyote, 900 horsepower of Ford motor underneath the bonnet of the Mustang. That is the old activation car, Kenny, and it's now...
Oh, Sam's looped it. He's looped it already. Are they going to red the track or is he pulled away?
Yeah, let's hope that Sam West can get out of the way and Fangadan can... Sam West got out of the way. I don't think he's sitting in the smokers. No, he's made his way around. Fangadan will close out his run. So Fangadan, as the lead driver, is required to complete his run to lock in his advantage. If the lead car spins, the chase car not obliged to complete a run.
See the GT radio replay here, Fangadan leading out, and that is where the RHP 180 S6 of Sam West loops out on outer zone 3, and it was just a Sunday drive home, a Saturday evening cruise for the Mustang of Fangadan back around to the start line.
Now, let's hope that Sam West can hold this one together. As Whangadan will be sitting back there thinking, I wonder what's going to happen here with Mr. West. Are we going to see 145% like usual? And here comes Whangadan in the chase position. Sam West has hit the cone. Sam West has taken the cone, which means he is well offline. Then he dislodged that rear bumper and folded it slightly. So Whangadan will know now that he has an advantage there.
It's pushed Whanga wide out that zone too. But you'll see that Sam actually went through that setup zone and actually carried that wide line, which really opened the door up for Whanga to come up through and get on the pocket for that return wall ride through those last 3 zones.
And the winner is Whangadan. Whangadan goes through.
We'll be brief. Let's just get on with it. Happy with the result?
Yeah, no, definitely happy and moving forward, one battle at a time.
You love the concrete?
Yeah, love the concrete, mate.
All right, mate.
Love the support from the fans and everything. It's awesome.
Good to have you there, man. Sam, what happened in that chase?
I've just had something funky going on with my car all day. The steering just goes dead and then spins out on me. I think the rack's moving or something, but it's good to get a battle with Whanga. You know, I put on a good lead. It was bloody hard to hold on to, but just want to say thanks to RHP, Superior Carpentry, the wife, and all the rest of my sponsors.
Good to see you, Bill.
Awesome. Cheers, mate. See you next.
All right, get ready. There's a pair of Adams up next.
Of Adam Davies, of course, who was the points leader for New Zealand behind Luke Fink, who's currently leading the championship. So the best ranked Kiwi.
Having a real battle. Yeah, he's struggling. He admitted it earlier on in an interview with Nick Boyle from the pit area, and Adam Whitehead's got a bit of a point to prove too, because he qualified really strongly at Taupo, but then just didn't get the result he wanted. So Adam Whitehead initiates nice and rapidly there in the Pertec Plan B sponsored machine, 700 odd horsepower. He's got a dial in the car. He's got anywhere between 650 to 720 horsepower out of his machine as Adam Davies surges up there. Oh, Davies! Oh, no. That is 2 off. That is definitely 2 off. There was it 3. Adam Davies again having some real issues, and I think that car is just not playing the game, Kenny. And Adam Davies will be furious. There it is, out of the drift again. Adam Davies will be absolutely just
Well,
angry.
Last time we saw some vision from the pits, they were working on the throttle body for the intake. So I did wonder in qualifying whether it was a fuel-related issue or something to do with the throttle, because it seemed to cut it just intermittently at random times throughout the run. But what a great job here in the GT Radial replay for the Hydrolink machine of Adam Whitehead in his championship debut this year, and certainly putting on a great lead run here against the Mimico Hydrolink machine.
Like, Adam is a talented driver, right? Like, he spent so long trying to get this car sorted out and trying to make it behave after doing something very different and going rotary 180, which no one else has really done in New Zealand. Looks like it's much happier this time. Maybe it doesn't like the heat being in the chase position.
Well, it was a great little entry to start. The car looks on song now. Handbrake dab into outside zone 5. The Pertec machine just didn't look like it was quite there.
Adam Whitehead shut down. Adam Whitehead out of drift.
Yeah, so through the first 3 zones, he was a little bit shallow, trying to claw track position back, and he's just had a massive moment there in the chase.
Well, okay, so what this makes me think...
Has he just zeroed himself out?
Well, that makes me think we're going to go lead for lead.
What's been the issue with the car?
Oh, just niggly little things. I've changed the turbo on it, put a new ECU in it, and it's just those little gremlins you have after rushing things through the week, you know. So it just got a bit of a rich spot in it. We're just trying to tune it out, and it's not the best track to be trying to fine tune those little bits and pieces. So yeah, it's been a challenging weekend, I'll say the least.
Both had your issues in the lead, huh?
Oh, we did, yeah. It was the track's changed quite a bit from this morning, so there's a lot more grip out there now. So it's almost relearning to drive. But I think we're both a little bit scrappy. But yeah.
Okay, you win. You got the battle. Adam Whitehead goes through to the next round. Adam Davies out. Feel better now?
I feel good. Just battle of the hydraulics company. It was good. Go Pertec.
All right, bud.
Well, that's going to shake up the order, Kenny, because Adam Davies was number 2 in the points and the leading Kiwi behind Luke Fink. To move up the table as we see Jordan Joyce, Braden Mayer here. Jordan Joyce, Stock Street Autos, NZ, KW. Jordan Joyce, aggressive entry right out on the wall there and then started to create a bit of distance. Braden Mayer's gone right to the inside there, Kenny, and I would say you'll be marked down for that. The judges have specifically asked you to mimic the lead car and get out wide along those wall rides. They go through the UDC outer zone. They'll come now through the Drift Japan Tours wall ride and back out to the NZKW and Repco wall rides. This is solid from Jordan Joyce out front here. He gave Braden Mayer any opportunity he could possibly give him there in the chase position.
Yeah, Jordan Joyce doing a great job in the lead in the NZKW machine, just really feeding the throttle and bouncing off the limiter at the end of the run. GT Radio replay, great entry from Jordan Joyce, but cut in a little bit. It was a bit late on outside zone 2, so I wonder how the judges will view that. But Braden Mayer was a lot more shallow through the first 2 scoring zones. You see a waiver there trying to line up the A-pillar, but you don't want to attack the A-pillar too early and too much.
So Jordan Joyce is a driver we know is comfortable in the chase position, spends a lot of time driving with teammate Sean Potros in the SMP machine. And look, if you're going to practice chasing someone, you practice chasing the most unpredictable guy in the field in Sean Potros. And Jordan Joyce is going to follow him. Jordan Joyce! Wall! Jordan Joyce into the wall. Too aggressive. So and that is going to be, I would say that's going to have to come up red because Jordan Joyce is still sitting hard on that wall there, and hopefully Braden Mayer picks up on this. Needs to shut that down, and Jordan Joyce has gone in pretty hard there. Hopefully he's okay. Braden's just checking that he's all right. Jordan Joyce straight away thumbs up. So the main thing there is Jordan is A-okay. The main thing is Jordan's okay. You can see the thumbs up straight away. But the Stock Street machine has definitely seen better days, and I thought Braden Mayer was going to hit the wall. I got to be honest, I thought Braden Mayer was going to hit the wall the way that car washed there to start with, and then I think Jordan just followed him in too fast.
Yeah, look, I mean, Braden Mayer, the lead car was right.
Oh, that's a hit.
I mean, he was right deep on outside zone 2, and Jordan went in to follow. The problem is when you go that far deep, and this would be an interesting one where the judges pick away at this, is because just how deep Braden was.
Jordan's out of the car. Give Jordan a round of applause. Round of applause for Jordan Joyce. He's out of the car and he's okay.
Braden Mayer, you will go through.
Oh, yeah. It's good. Not really, though.
Not the best way you want to go through, right? But let's move forward. You go through to the round of 16. How are you feeling about the car? By the way, the car looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Car feels good, but after that, it's not really the way you want to go, But
yeah, but mate, eyes forward now. I know that's not the way, but you've got to keep going.
Yeah, I will. Yep.
All right, get on to it, mate. All right, there you go. Braden Mayer, happy, not happy going through that way, but that's racing, as they say, and the concrete claims another victim.
Right, so there is the staging tree just off to the left hand there, and then you'll see it count down here. It'll go orange, 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 and then green, so it gives the drivers an equal chance to take off from the line. And Potros, as always, rockets off the line. Oh, Troy Jenkins! Troy Jenkins, did he just go straight into the wall? Massive wash. Troy Jenkins went straight ahead. Now, is Sean Potros going to be able to see that there are going to be lights come on here? Has Troy Jenkins got out? Yep, so lights have gone red, so Troy Jenkins went straight ahead there in the smoke. I think it's just been a light kiss, Kenny. I don't think it's too bad. Oh, maybe it went harder than I thought.
Might have some front-end steering damage. Now, of course, that was the first lap of the battle, and begs the question, is he going to call a mechanical 5 minutes? Which means we'll then move to the next battle.
Well, the fact that Troy's got out of that and not attempted to move it makes me think something's gone wrong. So a round of applause for Troy Jenkins. He's out of the car and he's safe, which is a very important thing. So, yeah, the way that...
Important to note there that Potros was on a mid-line approach through that second outer zone, and it had a waiver just before the chase car shot off into the concrete there.
Today, balls to the walls, no break, just go for it. You look like you're in that zone.
Yeah, loving this track, and the line the judges have wanted this round nice and wide makes the battles real good. So it opens up. If you do a real good lead, you can normally make a real good chase out of it. So now the battles are only going to get better and better, I hope. So
Nick, what's the thought down there from the boys so far? Any word if they're taking 5 or what are they doing?
Look, I've just had a quick chat to Troy and looked at it myself. It is just the tie rod on the end of the steering rack, so I think that they will be able to get it done. So I assume that'll mean a 5-minute competition rule, but you'll have to guide me on that one. But no, it doesn't. It probably looks worse than it is, I think, for these boys. So they'll get it off the trailer. Billy will come down, we'll start the 5 minutes, and I'm sure we'll get him back out there for the second half of the battle.
Looks like we're about ready to go.
Hollinger 6-speed sequential in behind it. 1,000 horsepower out of a 4-cylinder in the lead lane.
Yeah, and the challenge for him is actually trying to keep the thing spooled up, right? Like, it's a big old turbo. Like, this thing runs somewhere near 45. Wow, look at how fast that is. That just rocketed off the line, and Matty J's going to play catch up now. And Matty J just, I don't even know whether it looked like he was asleep, but I think that's just how fast Brodie Maher's car is. I think Matty J was probably sitting there expecting the kind of typical Kiwi launch, and Brodie Maher just went.
It was a rocket ship straight out of the gate. Of course, Matty J in the chase was wheel spinning, which is actually sort of what was being asked for off the start line. So just how much grip was thrown into the lead.
Three-wheeling. Brodie Maher is three-wheeling around that corner with the inner wheel lifted and a hand out the window. Oh, he's a talented man. It's Matty J bagging up the rears off the line. You see, Maher's able to he's able to sit there, isn't he? His challenge is going to be keeping that turbo, like what Adam Davies talked about before, keeping the turbo spool is the challenge for these guys running big turbos with big boosters, because they're often described as being dinner plate size, right? Like they're big, like GT45 plus size things. So they're way bigger than you would find on any normal car. Brodie Maher, I think, lost angle there, didn't he?
I think there was a small straight line there from Brodie Maher to claim that track position.
And then he's had a problem at the end. I think he's had to give it a big kick again at the end to try and keep the wheel spin. He's definitely lost angle there. So I think while we thought it was all Brodie Maher in the first run, I think Matty J's put himself in a strong position here in the Psycho JZ.
Look at how at how the Drift League machine loads up too. The way that it squats and moves, and just how much tilt that it gets. When you talk about the three-wheeling, it's interesting seeing the characteristics of the setup in Brodie Maher's car versus the lead car. And there's this little straight line that could cost them a little bit of points.
Unanimous call, Brodie Maher. Brodie Maher goes through, and I think Stephen will go and have a chat with both Brodie and Matty.
Hey Brodie, congrats man, nice run.
Honestly, that was so much fun. I've never driven a track like this. The crowd's awesome, the atmosphere's awesome. I was chatting to Matty just before he went out. He says it's his first time driving on semis. That was a hell of a couple of runs from him, so I'd like to say good job. That was sick. I think we've got a nice easy one next of Laurie Heinonen, apparently. But yeah, look, honestly, coming from Australia, we don't have events like this. Maybe, I don't know if New Zealand takes for granted or not, but like this is super cool, so all smiles.
You was watch Justin Patterson and Ben Odgers. Ben Odgers from Drift Japan Tours. Justin Patterson. Oh, what was that? That was just, wasn't it just an overshoot from Ben Odgers, or did Justin Patterson check up at a huge rate of knots? I want to watch the replay of that one again. I was sort of just casting my eyes over it, and then it just got really untidy there.
Ben Odgers saying, knock, knock, I'm here, and the run still continues. The show goes on.
Ben Odgers has had a big straight line again. Ben Odgers just seems to be fighting battles with that car, Kenny. I don't know what's going on with it. It's just, yeah, he's rocketed up at a great rate of knots off the line, and he's actually almost understeered into him. Like the wheels were facing almost the wrong way to start with, and it's just shot straight into him.
I was just wondering if the lead car was on handbrake. I can't really quite see that from the drone.
Guys, I'm down here with Troy Jenkins. Unfortunately, clock just ticked over there for you, Troy.
Yeah, a bit of a bugger. Really gutted to obviously whack into the wall behind Sean Potros before. It was super gripped up. I just tried to grab the handbrake and it just sent me straight. So collected the wall, bent a tie rod. We just couldn't get it done in time. It's bent the rack as well. So real unfortunate.
Ben Odgers, of course, has shipped that car from Australia over here to compete for the full season, running it out of the JDM garage. Justin Patterson in his new S15, having competed in Pro Sport in an S13 last year. I think it is the same motor potentially in the car, but they'd have to have that confirmed, and both drivers doing a much better job this time in terms of delivering the prescribed line, although Ben Hodges with a wheel off the inside there, so just struggling a little bit, Ben Hodges. Good chase from Justin Patterson.
Yeah, he was happy with that, hand out the window.
Benny Hodges gets it. Ben Hodges gets the win. So I think...
Okay, mate, it's going to be a quick one. Congratulations. Didn't know we could bump and run in this game.
That was unfortunate. I was just had a bit... but the boys said that it was really fast, so I just had to put it on his door. Unfortunately, I did that, but we're lucky to get the win, I reckon.
Well, you're through to the top 16.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, look, I think that would lead towards you being correct there, Kenny. They must have adjudged that it was a big handbrake drag from Justin Patterson, which slowed him down, which effectively put him in front of Ben Hodges, and from there, didn't really matter, kind of cancels out that straight line area. The boss man from Joe McManaway's out of it. McManaway has lost drift. Johnny Latham with that beautiful sounding Toyota NASCAR motor under the bonnet, laying it down out front of the boss man from JDN. James McManaway is just not having a happy night. He's broken it. That's 3 and done. That's a 0 for McManaway. 3 strikes and you're out, son. Boss man McManaway, focused, deep in thought.
He's got some work to do.
Well, is he looking at his broken monster truck? I don't know. Anywhere, basically everywhere he looks at the moment, there's broken JDN property. Oh, how good does that sound? Just listen to that NASCAR motor bark.
Toyota TRD-powered BMW. Johnny Latham chasing down the R32 JDM machine. Now has Latham just washed out and cost himself.
Shut it down. Is he zeroed?
Has he zeroed?
He's zeroed. He's incompleted. It's an incomplete. It's going to be a zero. We're going to have to go one more time. We're going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to go one more time.
I wonder what has happened there for Johnny Latham.
Oh, will we go one more time or we go lead for lead? We'll go lead for lead because that was 2 so that's 2 chase zeros. So it's going to be lead for lead. And we saw this earlier on. We did have another battle where there was only the 2 completed lead runs. So I think they will be able to make a decision then off this. Johnny Latham gets the call. So Benke Bruin called one more time, but the other 2 judges in favour of Johnny.
Johnny, congratulations. Pride of the South right now.
Thanks, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
This car sounds beautiful. What's it like to drive out there in a tight course?
It's a lot of fun. I'm not sure what happened then. I have no idea, but my car's not playing ball, so yeah, accelerator wasn't picking up like it should, so don't know what happened behind me, but we'll take it.
All right, mate, well done. You're going to the top 16.
I can see Rhodey Knowles in the car just trying to get himself psyched up, just pumping the steering wheel there, just giving it a little tap, making sure it's on nice and firm. Just it's always interesting to watch the driver's body language. Launch Master Willie is ready. Now, that's interesting. I thought most drivers prefer to start side by side. Oh, just about contacts him. Clayton Daly getting washy in the chase position. He surged up he started off well behind Rhodey Knowles, and then Rhodey Knowles maybe a little bit slow to rotate to angle there, and that's caused Clayton Daly to close right up there, gets right in the pocket. Clayton Daly, whatever Natasha fed Aiden and Clayton Daly for breakfast, they have bought the angry pills, they've bought the chase game today, and Clayton and Aiden Daly both doing great jobs, making absolute nuisance of themselves in the chase position. So Clayton Daly will now have the lead. So this is what I was talking about before. See, in this case, they've started side by side. The previous run, Clayton Daly started a long way back and effectively almost took like a big run-up at Clayton Daly. Now, Clayton Daly should be out wide, filling out that outer wall zone, the Repco wall ride, but he has come up short to the inside, and then that's probably put both he and Rhodey's going to loop it. Rhodey loops it out. Now, can Clayton Daly close out this run, and then will the judges see anything there that potentially has impacted and caused Rhodey to turn around? But Rhodey Knowles will be frustrated in that car as he has turned it round right in front of the UDC outer zone number 6 here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. So Clayton Daly gets the win. Clayton Daly gets the win, and he goes through for RHP. And Limitless Tyres, of course, is one of the family businesses. Okay, so in a huge shake-up, the judges have reviewed footage of the battle between Brodie Marr and Matty J. The judges have determined that they missed a straight line from Brodie Marr and they have overturned their decision, and Matty J goes through to battle Lauri Heinonen. So Brody Ma, who was number 3 in the points, is out, and Matty J goes through to battle Lauri Heinonen. Got another one more time battle coming, so let's, without further ado, send Michael Thorley and Keisuke Nagashima. Not talking too much there just because I wanted to let you enjoy the sounds of RB versus SR. Keisuke Nagashima there with some challenges towards the end of the run there with a what looked like a pretty big straight line. Okay, so this is an OMT battle, and it is sudden death because we are only allowed one more time battle under the D1NZ rules. Keisuke Nagashima has the lead. It is Michael Thorley in the chase position. Thorley just about rubs the rear of Keisuke Nagashima's car on that transition there as both drivers switched over. Just kept it clean there, and now is where he can ram home the advantage. This is where Nagashima made the mistake before. Keisuke Nagashima gets out wide to the wall. Michael Thorley going with him, and is Michael Thorley going to do enough here to see himself through into the 16? Let's see how we go here with the sudden death one more time. We have to have a result. It is Michael Thorley this time. Michael Thorley gets it this time. Are you allowed to talk to them, Stephen, or not? Because I want to know if they're still being nice to each other. Are they still friends?
I'll have a quick chat. Did you protest?
I did. I just wanted to have another battle with them.
Okay, you got one back in your former neighbour. Happy about that?
Super stoked. It would have been embarrassing if I lost. So, really happy. We'll go change some tyres, check the fluids. Yeah, we're good to go.
All right, mate. I need some fluid to take after all these OMTs, all these protests. Okay. You guys can argue over a beer or something, right?
Yeah, no, we will, mate. There's no trouble. I mean, at the end of the day, I thought it was a one more time. We got it one more time. I did mess up with my chase. I thought I put a pretty good lead, but hey, we put on a show for everyone, and I think everyone enjoyed that, so it was cool.
Listen to the throttle straight off the start line. Look at the bump and run at the start. Stocky in the wall, tags the wall, and then there's a bump from Ben Jenkins as well. These guys are going at it.
Ben Jenkins is out here playing dodgem cars,
Oh
right?
no, Stocky's got it all wrong on the outer. How does this set him up for... and he's in the wall.
Oh, he's moved the block. That is a hard impact for Stocky.
That was my big question mark, was when he pushed that wide, where was it going to send him? And this was the dodgem stuff, right? Like all the way through the start, it was just bump, and it started right off the line too, like as they were leading up into the run.
Is anything broken?
It was bumper to bumper, and...
is that wheel wobbling? It is. The wheel's moving, isn't it? The front wheel's moving. I think one wheel's facing...
It might have just not been able to steer on it.
Oh,
you
so
see that? You see that straight off the start.
Oh, so that cone was lying flat. Yeah,
Second
okay.
hit,
That's
then another hit.
Hello, crowd. Is everyone having a good time? Raise your hand if you're having a good time in the crowd. Yeah, there we go. And are we going to try the kiss cam again? Is anyone going to volunteer for the kiss cam? Someone do it.
So recovery in action here for the RHP machine of Alex Stocky Griffin.
A lot of bump in there on Alex, but you're pretty fired up. What's going on? I mean, you're breathing heavily.
Hey, the first thing is you got to check, make sure your fellow competitor's okay, and that's the first thing I did. I shut it down, got out, and made sure Alex is okay. He's all good. Now back to the technical thing. In our first run, he's just on that handbrake, so slow into that initiation for me, and we want to be in there fast to get set up. And yeah, on that first run, I definitely left some room to be desired on the outer clips. The second run, spoke to my boys, and it was all on, and he did it again. It slowed down, and unfortunately had a little nudge on the entry, but we were going all right, bullying around and getting the doors, and we switched, and it just looked like he took all the cones out. Maybe a cone went under the front wheel of his car or something, and it sledged, and then he's tried to initiate again, and unfortunately hit the cinder blocks. But like I said at the start of it, the main thing is that Alex is okay.
Right, here we go. Jeremy Slammett battles Michael Thorley. Daniel Wilhouse battles Adam Whitehead. Connor Halligan battles Braden Mere. Real battle of the young guns there. Dave Steedman and Sean Potros. Larry Heinonen and Matty J. Ben Odgers and Johnny Latham. Luke Fink and Ben Jenkins and Kurt Blackie and Clayton Daly, the RHP teammates, go head to head, and that is your top 16 locked in. So we have lost number 2 and number 3 in the points in the championship in the top 32, Kenny. So we are going to see a real change to how the table looks going out of round 3 here at Mount Smart. And of course, the drivers are all competing towards that $15,000 prize, the Drift Japan Tour, courtesy of Ben Kai and Ben from Drift Japan Tours. And Fangadan is definitely a driver who would, I think, enjoy a little bit of Japanese culture. I mean, I think they have Jack Daniels in Japan, don't they? Just for fun. Fangadan streaking away from Adam Whitehead. Fangadan settles down into that nice, consistent line that we know he's capable of running. Whitehead, though, in the chase position is very wide, and that's the right thing for him to do. There was a bit of a gap, so instead of falling into that trap of trying to close up proximity, Adam Whitehead went straight out wide. He's just delivering that line that the judges want. I think they'll reward him for that. I think the judges will see that as him doing what they ask. And a great drive coming from the Pertex-sponsored Adam Whitehead here. Oh, he's right on the door and just about nudging Fangadan. He could reach out and touch him. It's the fact he could have reached out the window and literally tapped Fanger on the helmet. Left-hand drive to right-hand drive. That tells me the boys are pumped. Adam is in a good headspace here, and now it's down to him. He's going to throw down because he knows Fangadan's coming. Fangadan, how many times has Fanger won here? 3? I think it's 3. I think he's won 3 rounds here.
Yeah, 2 or 3 podiums.
I remember, I certainly remember 1 or 2 of them in different conditions here. Fangadan throwing down, trying to chase down Adam Whitehead. We talked a lot. Fanger hits him! Fanger hit him. Adam Whitehead, to his credit, has stayed and hits him again. Fanger gives him another lunge. What is Fanger doing?
It is on for young and old.
He's just turned around and hit him again.
I think Fanger's got a little bit too hungry in the chase there, really trying to get up on the door, giving him the bump and run down the back section, and I think that's going to cost him. It's a Fangadan, hungry in the chase, entered right there on the door, and I feel like he was just trying to give him a few bumps, give him a few taps, try to get up there and swap some paint, trade some paint with him, but I feel like he just got way too hungry.
It was the rear. He hit him with the rear, so it came around too far. And then
so he shot up there to try surge up on some proximity, went in again, hard on the left foot, you'll see, trying to settle the Mustang in the chase. Adam Whitehead just doing everything he can to try to keep the car settled, but you'll see that last tap there, sending him around, and that's what the judges will be keeping a keen eye on as we unpack this a little further.
Well, I reckon they're going to be having a look at the brake lights on Adam Whitehead's car because they're going to want to see. Unanimous call. Adam Whitehead goes through. Adam Whitehead goes through.
Congratulations, Adam. You took the big boy out at a bit of a bash and barge, but your chase was awesome.
Yeah, the chase was on, and you know, Fanger always lays down a really good lead lap, so credit to him being able to, you know, allow me to chase so well and learning from guys like that. It's awesome.
Top 8, buddy.
Top 8, let's bring it on.
Here we go with our number 1 qualifier, Jeremy Slammett, 99.45, winning $500 in cash from UDC for qualifying at number 1, and he was wild last night, and that was an interesting pinch of the front brake there or something, Kenny. It looked like he locked up the front. There was a little puff of smoke off the front brake. I don't think I've seen anyone else do that so far. Slammett last night was either in the wall or on the wall.
Jeremy Slammett, our top qualifier from last night.
Oh,
waiver.
Big wash. Big wash of the front end from Jeremy Slammett there. The car became unsettled. Jeremy Slammett had to quickly try and manipulate that car back out to angle. This could be a really interesting night for Michael Thorley. So let's see what happens here in the chase run. It's on Thorley now to throw it down and deliver that chase, that lead run that he needs to deliver. And Thorley with an aggressive start there. He doesn't for whatever reason, he doesn't seem to be able to get quite as wide there as some of the other drivers do. I don't know if he's maybe just slightly more conservative on his approach, but see if it pays off here. But Jeremy Slammett going to try and apply the pressure here, sponsored by NZKW for JDM Racing, is Jeremy Slammett from New Caledonia. And here comes Jeremy Slammett in the door of Michael Thorley's going to rub that NZ sign with the front wheel of the Supra. And I didn't think he was even going to slow down.
That setup zone. Wait till you see the replay of that transition out of that setup zone, because, man, Jeremy Slammett timed that so well. Take a look at the GT Radio replay here. Michael Thorley leading out in that NZ 180 with the Mark IV Supra in behind. Of course, it's got the GT86 front on it too, so it can be a little bit deceiving at first glance. Now, a lot of left foot braking sort of going on here from both drivers, trying to keep things settled down the back section. Thorley not quite filling a super wide line, but keeping things consistent through here, nice and fluid. And there's that transition, an opportunity for Jeremy Slammett, and he took it and he went with it, and he just did not hesitate at all.
Jeremy Slammett gets the win. Jeremy Slammett gets the win, and through he goes to battle Adam Whitehead. Braden Mayer, Connor Halligan 919 out of the Taupo region, sponsored by Jason Ober's Builders, and JR 500 tyre on the car, I believe. Did say to me at Taupo that a lot of the sponsors on the car are sort of friends and family, so it's a real kind of local Taupo effort getting Connor here, and that's what I was talking about. Oh, Connor Halligan! You wild man! There's a bumper there that can go on Trade Me for $1 later on.
I think the bootlets come off
the boot as well. I told you he was going to be wild, that he was fast last night. Braden Mayer doing a great job to hang on. I sort of stopped focusing on what Braden was doing because I was just so fascinated with what Connor Halligan was doing. But put your hands together. Mount Smart Stadium, Connor Halligan, the wild man.
Well, the action's certainly heading up now into the top 16, with the front runners now getting a taste of the track action here at Go Media Stadium. What a wall ride here from
no one's been
Connor
that deep.
Halligan. You want to talk about getting deep on outside zone 3, that's how you do it, but is it going to cost him with the damage of the car, and how do the judges view it?
Interesting to see how the judges call that one. Did Connor just run it too deep, or did he just lay the baller run of all baller runs? So definitely not the same depth there from Braden Mayer and Connor Halligan. Connor Halligan's actually wider than him in the chase position. So Connor Halligan doing everything. Now that's straight. I'm sure that's straight Connor Halligan up there.
So who's at fault for that? We'll have to unpack it. Connor Halligan recovering out of this.
No, he's out of it again. Connor's shut it down. Connor Halligan has incompleted. He's shut it down, and the question's going to become, is it because of the contact made? So I think he makes contact here, and then you see how the steering wheels had a whack. You saw that front steering have a whack there, and then it's caused them to straighten up here. Then he's gone completely straight.
Yeah, he's steering the opposite way, so couldn't get the thing steered in there.
Now,
but we saw the lead car using a little bit of left foot there as well. Just how much?
Switch over to the Dave Steadman, Sean Pottrol's battle. So this is the first look at Dave Steadman for the evening. So in the background, I have had a call that Connor Halligan gets the win. Connor Halligan gets the win and goes through. And we go straight to Dave Steadman and Sean Potros as we try and accelerate the program here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium. And Dave Steadman got the lights are glowing underneath the Mimico machine. It doesn't look great, but Sean Potros is right there to get a close look at those lights. And Potros doing Potros things. They call him the Potros effect for this reason. This is why he is such a highly rated driver. Sean Potros is a chase animal, but Dave Steadman is enabling this by delivering a very chaseable run out front there. And Sean cranks the angle, but then manages to stay outside of that ripple strip. Kenny just displaying his car control. Let's just see how this plays out. It might all come down to hypotheticals. I still can't get over how deep in that wall Connor Halligan was last run. Now, Sean Potros nice and wide there, got out to the outside. Comes back to definitely a narrower in the line there than some of the other drivers have run. Then goes up to that Pro R4 line. Oh, Potros, he's cut it short. He's just cut it short, and I think this is going to hand advantage to Dave.
Well, it's the same line that he ran pretty much in the chase almost. So
it is Dave Steadman going through. Dave Steadman goes through. So we are running slightly behind schedule at the moment, so that is why we have removed the interviews for now. This is Lauri Heinonen, Lauri Heinonen, and Matty J, who has found himself in the top 16 in a somewhat controversial manner. And Matty J, oh, I didn't think he was going to be able to save that then.
Great
he
recovery.
ended up in a really weird position off the start line. I'll take a look at the replay. He's obviously stepped it right up, has Matty J. He's got really aggressive there. He's had a couple of days out of it. So that's going to be, yeah.
It's so gripped up.
I think they've worked out that they're battling Heinonen, right? So they've obviously decided, let's just grip it up and try and go with what will be one of the fastest drivers in the field. But it just hasn't gone right there, and that will be a 0 for Matty J, unfortunately.
From Lauri Heinonen, of course, a long-time fan of the D1NZ series, so great to see him here competing in New Zealand. As we take a look at Ben Odgers, Johnny Latham now.
Oh, did they just about push each other off the track then? What now? Something sounds off.
More bumper car stuff through the first half of the section. Johnny Latham's trying to get things
sounds off. It sounds
settled.
off song.
It doesn't sound like
No,
it's firing.
it's not barking like it was before.
On all cylinders, or perhaps just a little bit down on power.
Have they changed the gearing or something in it? And he's having to just stroke the pedal. He's in a different gear. I wonder if that's why Ben... Oh, Johnny!
No!
Johnny!
Massive hit there for the NASCAR TRD V8 powered BMW of Johnny Latham, and
he's actually managed to belt the wall, I think, after the finish line. So he goes around the Repco wall ride here. Odgers comes firing up the inside here, and then Johnny's tagged the wall in the section and then jumped the car. What do you call that, an ollie to nose grind? Is that? We'll see that at X-Air, right, at Bay Park. So if you're into... look at that. That is not good.
So what's going to happen here is just how far across the finish line was he?
We're still only in the top 16, I think. Yeah, we're still only in the top 16, so trying to cool Matty J's car down there. You can see the high-tech sprayer. Matty's still in the car, still looks like he's smiling. There's Luke Fink, Ben Jenkins. This has the potential to get, what would you call it, Kenny? Your favourite word at the moment, spicy. Could be an interesting battle here.
All right, just hearing over race radio, 2 5-minute competition timeouts potentially there. We'll try and update you as we get into this battle here for Luke Fink.
Well, Ben isn't going to give him any space, is he? Because he knows how good Luke Fink is. He won't want to let Luke run away from it. Luke Fink getting out to that nice wide line, but Ben Jenkins going with him in the TM Electrical sponsored GT86 with the 2JZ underneath the bonnet. Ben Jenkins doing a good job here. You heard him talk about earlier how much of a show he wants to put on here this weekend for the fans at Mount Smart Stadium. And here comes Benny J. Got a little, then Luke's kind of wavered back out of angle there. He had to make an adjustment because if he carried the angle he was actually on, he was going to belt the wall then. So that's interesting from Luke as they go across the line. And Luke Fink. You're a menace, Luke Fink. You're on a very inside line and you're making an absolute nuisance of yourself. But Ben Jenkins definitely knows you're there. Welcome back to competition, Ben Jenkins. Luke Fink sending you a postcard from Tropical.
Oh no! More drama down the back end there.
Is that a I don't know. Luke got out of that, but was it a hard hit or not? How hard did he hit?
I heard something on the mics, but
Luke Fink goes through. The call is official. Luke Fink goes through.
So we are short on time, so we are just pushing through the top 16.
Stablemate time.
So we can lock in the top 8.
Did we get a call from Jenkins and, Latham and Ben Odgers before? I don't think we did. Anyway, well, sorry, we're back on to track with the two RHP teammates, and somewhere there are a whole lot of friends, family, crew members with fingers crossed here, because this has the potential to get very wild here with Kurt Blackie, who we know has been on this weekend, but he just hasn't quite stuck it all together yet. He was potentially on for a 100-point run in qualifying, but here comes Clayton Daly putting the pressure on Kurt Blackie, the two stablemates out of the Tauranga region. Put your hands together, RHP Drift fans.
The amount of smoke coming out of that Supra.
It just looks like Clayton's rear tyres are like flat and non-existent, but they are in there. It's just such a big car, I think. Oh, Wolfie! Kurt Blackie right in the wall, flirting with danger. Kurt Blackie has had the angry pulls for lunch. He's right on the door of Clayton Daly out in the lead position, and look at Kurt Blackie and Wolfie. He is angry. He wants to bring this home. He wants another result here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium, and he just touches him. He gives him a little hurry up. Come on, Clayton, go faster, son. Come on, Kurt Blackie, go, Clayton. Oh, nice, yes. Give it the tap, give it the tap. You deserve that one, Kurt Blackie. That was a great drive. And it is Kurt Blackie. Kurt Blackie gets the win. Kurt Blackie goes through, and Sam West jumps in for an Uber back to the pits.
As we see Matty J and Laurie Heinonen back out.
Well, Matty J's at a massive disadvantage, you've got to think here. So if they have gone just to cool the car down, I imagine what is interesting to me here is that this is the first time we've seen Laurie really chase. We haven't really had a good look at Laurie Heinonen in the chase position in that car, but that probably gives us an idea of his intentions. Stayed wide, stayed out on the prescribed line. He's not looking to do anything silly here. This is what I'd call safe. This is smart drive. This is why he's a champion, right? He knows that the guy in front is most likely at a disadvantage. He's not trying to put himself in a silly position. He's got reasonable proximity without being over at the top, and he just does it. Oh, Matty J, stay off the wall. And going through is Laurie Heinonen. Laurie Heinonen to the top 8.
I tell you, as things are getting hot down here in the pits, it's super, super busy. Unfortunately for Johnny, they weren't able to fix the car, but Johnny, talk us through what happened on your run.
Basically, just got a wee bit too hungry, just stayed in it and hit the wall, pretty much.
And the boys have really tried to get it sorted there.
Yeah, I think it's a wee bit too much for 5 minutes, so yeah, but we had a good go. It's been a good weekend. I feel like we've had a good go at it, and yeah, on to the next one.
And we're not too far away from the #1 qualifier, Jeremy Slammett up against Adam Whitehead. You know the one I'm looking forward to on this side, though? It'll be the one following, because it'll be Connor Halligan, who went out like a demon in his top 16 run up against Dave Steedman. So there's so much to look forward to as we move into the top 8 in round 3 of D1NZ, lads.
Ooh, well, hearing some chatter through the race channel as well that we'll talk about after this battle as we look at our #1 qualifier, Jeremy Slammett accelerating off the line in the 86 fronted Supra. Adam Whitehead right. Oh, Whitehead! No, Adam Whitehead! It locked up and it went straight ahead, but it wasn't maybe as hard a hit as we've seen on some of the earlier battles, but Adam Whitehead, did he just get lost there and lose it and head into the smoke as Jeremy Slammett shuts it down? The lights are gone red. Okay, so breaking news from the pit area, from race control. Connor Halligan and Braden Meyer. Connor Halligan and Braden Meyer. Initially we were told Connor Halligan won. That has been overturned and it is now adjudged a one more time. So Connor Halligan and Braden Meyer will go one more time. That means we will pause the tree here because we have to go back to the top 16.
So Braden Meyer.
Oh, sorry.
Getting another
pause.
opportunity there against Connor Halligan. Great to see the Purtec machine up off the wall. Sometimes consistency pays off like that in these concrete rounds because everyone else around you starts crashing.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just keep the thing straight.
Well, my wonderance here is whether Connor Halligan's just going to put this straight into Braden Meyer's door, because he's sort of.
So Braden's had his own moment on entry too.
It's out. It's shut it down. It's gone. We're just hearing some chatter that maybe the clutch was no good in the Connor Halligan car. It looks like the clutch is let go, and that's going to send Braden Meyer through. There it is. Perhaps something of an upset. Braden Meyer gets the win. It is a 2-1.
Cool to go again. Sick to drive with Braden. It's cool that he stepped up to pro this year. Unfortunately, clutch was given out, so we're trying to nurse it around there just then, but it just completely lost drive in that chase just now. So unfortunately, that's the way it goes. But yeah. Oh well.
A lot of dice rolls tonight.
Yeah, it's probably going to be one of those rounds that's just going to live on in the realms of internet discussion for a little while. No doubt Benkai's breakdown will be quite interesting during the week as we take a look at Adam Whitehead just blazing. Jeremy Slammer's got little to no tyre smoke at all off that car, just in the chase position. It's almost like it's just sitting there, but there's just not a lot of wheel speed from that car. Am I being fooled by how much tyre smoke Adam Whitehead's producing?
Well, you could be onto something there, because sometimes wheel speed is all important. Getting the right gearing and ratio right, because sometimes too much wheel speed slows you down.
Just heard the result. You got the win.
Whew, let's go. Yeah, no, it feels real good. I'm just proud of May, the team, and all the work that's been put into it. Yeah, I just want to say a quick thanks to everyone watching back home as well. It's awesome. We're going to get this.
So here we go. Lauri Heinonen will lead away, and Lauri Heinonen has just been clinical so far. A phrase they love to use in other series is the doctor is in the house, or the surgeon has come calling, and Lauri Heinonen certainly surgical in his precision, just tearing apart Mount Smart track here, and Lauri Heinonen just settles nicely into it. Now, that was a very consistent use there, though, I think, of the brake to keep that car settled there, Kenny, but it didn't really impact the speed, because I didn't see Ben Odgers just surge up onto him like some of the other cars have, where they've been choppy style runs.
You have to remember, just because you see the light doesn't necessarily...
Yeah, it's just like a trail brake, right? Like
it doesn't necessarily mean that he's applying that much pressure, right?
Chat box right now is blowing up with Finnish flags as the Finnish fans are well and truly awake now as their man, Lauri Heinonen, the Finnish phenom, is on the track, and he is battling with the Queenslander, Benny Odgers, and Odgers skirts with the wall, just about makes contact and just about rotates around. Lauri Heinonen stays with him, and it didn't really impact him too much at all. He's been there, he's done that, he's seen this type of run before. Lauri Heinonen chasing down Ben Odgers in the Drift Japan Tours machine for JDM Racing, the 900 horsepower of the 180SX, getting the job done so far. Odgers comes back and runs the wall, but here comes the Finnish phenom, Lauri Heinonen. And Lauri Heinonen gets the win, and Stephen will grab a word.
Just a quick word. How are you finding the conditions? Are they changing much?
I think the conditions stay the same, but yeah, we are changing the setup a bit to get a little bit more grip on the front.
Okay. My apologies if you're at all sensitive to flashing lights. Dave Steedman's got a rather unique setup there. I think that's to do with the limiter on the Dave Steedman RB machine. Braden Mayer is out there throwing it down. Braden Mayer, you've earned your spot, son. Go with it and just keep laying it down. Braden Mayer to the inside. This time I'm paying attention to Braden Mayer's chase run, because he is right there in the pocket of Dave Steedman, and he wants to take out the Mimico machine. Dave Steedman from Mimico Hydrolink, the RB powered machine prepared by the Vehicle Service Centre, and Steedman, the current 3NZ, gets it done on the chase of Braden Mayer out front. Authentic Honeyco Domino tyre supply on the side of the car. This is a better run from Braden Mayer. He got wide this time. He hasn't managed to do that so far, and now he's finding his feet as the young man. He skirts those cones, had to narrow up the angle there, and he was hot. He was sort of, he was heading out towards the outside of the track there. That's thrown him on a weird line there, and then he has had to check up in front of Dave Steedman. Dave Steedman now, the wily old veteran, surging up, trying to put the pressure on the young man. Put your hands together, Mount Smart Stadium, as Dave and Braden come across the line.
That 3.2 stroked RB30.
Dave's
blowing some massive flames out the side exit exhaust.
That was sick. It was pretty scrappy. Braden's a bloody good driver, and that was awesome. I gave him a bit of a nudge there. We're fighting the car. It's on about 5.5 cylinders, so we're not all there. And yeah, that was pretty scrappy. So I don't know what the result's going to be. We'll see.
All right, we have just had confirmation come in that Braden Mayer goes through. Braden Mayer goes through as Luke Fink and Kurt Blackie accelerate off the line. So Luke, where is Kurt Blackie? He's just been why was he sitting so far back? Oh, Blackie! No!
Why was Kurt choosing to sit so far back on the runner chase?
Now,
so that was a bizarre start.
Now Luke's doing it.
So now Luke's going to do it.
Is there something, is there a reason? I wonder if they're struggling maybe to see or something like that, but Luke is definitely closer proximity than Kurt Blackie was. Luke is right there with him, and Luke goes round that Repco wall right into NZKW. They'll come round the transition here. They'll go into the outer UDC. Kurt Blackie has smoked the cones and sent them flying. So Kurt Blackie sends the outer track limit markings flying and then checks up there in front of Luke, and Luke's had to wash. That's just avoiding a contact though, I think.
Well, it's a wash and it could potentially be a straight line, so it depends on the difference in line there, but in terms of Kurt Blackie spinning out, he's at a huge disadvantage.
There it is, Mr. Fink.
Let's have a talk to Luke Fink, shall we? Come on, just come at the front of the... get your porter to take the car for you. Mate, congratulations, you go up against your mate you brought out from Finland in the top 4. How good's that?
No, it's going to be good fun. I guess the 180 is actually probably a little bit better car than this, so not ideal for me. But the car's actually working, which I'm obviously stoked the car's working. So the boys at JDM behind the scenes have been working their asses off the whole weekend. So yeah, big props to them.
Here we go with the 2 young guns out on the trail. Jeremy, very wide initiation, runs out along the wall. Braden Mears found that confidence now. Kenny, he has gone up a level in speed and he is starting to attack now. Braden Mear, the confidence is there, the form is starting to come through, but the young guy just at the right time. Oh, he's choked up to the inside there. Was that something from the lead, or was that just a poor chase position, potentially trapped himself to the inside? We'll have a look at that. The judges will be the
great recovery from there.
Adjudicators effect there, but he got straight back into it to his credit.
Jeremy Slammer gets the win. So Jeremy Slammer takes the victory.
So that means Braden Mear will go for 3rd and 4th as we watch Larry Heinonen and Luke Fink, and they are right there. They're going to trade some purple paint, and no matter what, James McManaman is going to be paying the bill after this battle. Right out on the wall, 2 top-notch drifters. This is international class drifting right here on New Zealand soil. Here comes Fink. Up to the inside goes Luke Fink, surging up on Larry Heinonen. Larry Heinonen opens the door up. Luke Fink could reach out and touch him. The 2 JDM monsters door to door. Larry Heinonen up onto the pro line. Both of them keep it going. Both of them are on the gas. Laurie settles it down with a little dab of the brake, and along the wall he comes. And put your hands together, Mount Smart Stadium.
What a run. What a run from 2 very seasoned campaigners internationally. Laurie Heinonen, your Drift Masters champion, with Luke Fink, multi-time Australian champion. He's done quite a lot around the world. He's a BMX champion too, with XAir coming up at Bay Park.
Well, I just blew myself apart. That is probably one of the best battles. That is hands down one of the best battles I've ever had the privilege of calling, Kenny. And I mean that with sincerity. This is not the final, by the way. This is the semi-final. Kenny said it best before, that sometimes you see the best battles in the semi-finals as they go head-to-head. Now, what has Laurie Heinonen got as far as chase game? We haven't really... Oh, here comes Heinonen. Laurie Heinonen, a little wash at the front end there. Luke Fink looks to crank out the angle there. There is a bit of a distance difference here in terms of where Laurie is versus where Luke was on his chase run. But now they look to close up here. Laurie Heinenen's further along, Kenny closer to the A pillar, whereas Luke Fink was probably closer and then closer proximity-wise. But here they go out to the wall. Laurie Heinonen slides up, lets the car accelerate ahead, and then falls back into the chase position. What a battle!
What a run from Laurie Heinonen and Luke Fink. The chat box is
the cars are gone.
Crazy.
There we go.
And there's your answer.
Okay. How crazy. You boys might as well have hopped in your cars because you're going to go one more time. They can't split that. And I've got to say, on behalf of everybody, that was epic racing. As far as you were concerned?
Everything went well. The car worked. I knew Laurie was going to be on me. So I just, obviously with my lead, just tried to do Hundy and then chasing on Laurie. I know he's going to do a 100-point lead, so I got to do the same. So, yeah, it's wicked.
Well, congratulations, boys. You're going one more time.
So here we go. Off the line they go. Laurie Heinonen will lead away from Luke Fink. as Luke said, he knows that Laurie's going to throw down that 9,900-point run, and Luke Fink able to open up the gas and just really tuck into the pocket. Here comes Fink. Fink all over him like a rash, and Laurie Heinonen throwing it down out front. Again, he uses that same technique, settles the car down, but he hasn't modulated his speed at all. Luke Fink sitting in the pocket, doing a great job, keeping the pressure on. They can swap purple paint. There's 2 purple people eaters out there on the track, and put your hands together as they come back around Mount Smart. How good is this, the JDM boys? And here we go, this time it is Fink. Oh, there's a little nudge. Oh, Laurie Heinonen, did he send Luke Fink a little bit wide? Oh, no! Laurie Heinenen's car washed and shut down. Oh,
he hasn't made a mistake all weekend.
Oh, no.
He came into practice on Thursday. He has not made a mistake at all for 3 days of driving.
No.
And in the semi-final, as sparks fly off Luke Fink's car, Laurie Heinonen finally breaks.
Oh, no.
Let's get down onto the grid. All right, Luke Fink, you got the win. You go through to face Jeremy Slammett. So it'll be the elder statesman against the young pup. Come over here first of all, Luke. Give him a hug. Yeah, okay. All righty. Wow. Both of you, right from the get-go, put it on the line. Congratulations, you're into the final.
Well, I think the best part is like, they're neither of our cars, so it doesn't really matter for us. So it's the boss's cars, right?
All right, here we go. 3rd and 4th place on the line. Is it the youngster Braden Meir? Is it the international visitor Laurie Heinonen? The green lights come back on. Heinonen comes off the line and he rockets away. Braden Meir, he's fallen back here. He needs to close up that distance. And Meir looks like he's having some problems. He wasn't able to rotate out to angle. Laurie Heinonen, however, has taken a shallower line than we saw before, but then Braden Meir has shortcutted that corner. He is trying to close up that proximity. Now he's diving to an inside line here, trying to run up the inside of Laurie Heinonen. Laurie Heinonen delivering a nice chaseable run. Braden Meir comes back at him, but he has made a couple of mistakes, and the judges will mark him down for that. So Laurie Heinonen closes out for his final laps here on New Zealand soil. And so we're being told Braden has no handbrakes, so it's all going to be throttle, brake, clutch inputs here along with steering. And how does he manage this against one of the best in the world who is putting some pressure on the young man? If you want to make a name for yourself, Braden Meir, you're in the place to do it, leading the Drift Masters Grand Prix champion. Laurie Heinonen just flirted with that outside line there, Kenny, and he is right in the pocket, showing why he is one of the best in the world. Laurie Heinonen, the Finnish phenomenon, doing what he can do. He is just an absolute animal behind the wheel. And ladies and gentlemen, please let Laurie Heinonen know how much you have appreciated seeing him here on New Zealand soil for a final time. He gave the car the love tap, the international mark of respect, the tap on the roof, Kenny. Laurie Heinonen, how good is he?
That good.
That good. That damn good.
So I can do it now, all right? I can tell you who goes through. Well, picks up 3rd place. 3rd place, and D1NZ goes to Laurie Heinonen. Gets 3rd place. Congratulations. Stay there, Braden, man. Congratulations. Well, your trip down under has borne fruit. Not the top of the tree, but you'll take the podium.
Nice to hear. Yeah, I was the power steering only worked on the high RPM, so I had to keep revs up to have power steering. So it was hairy.
So here we go. This is how we got to where we are. Jeremy Slammett took out Adam Whitehead. Braden Meir took out Dave Steedman. Laurie Heinonen took out Ben Odgers, and Luke Fink took out Kurt Blackie. That leaves us with a Jeremy Slammett in the final for the very first time. Qualifier number 1, winning $500 from UDC, and a Luke Fink. And we're going to find out, Kenny, who wins the final of the Repco Power Night very, very shortly. Well, so here we go, Kenny. The lights are on. The lights are on. Here they go. 3, 2, 1, and we're off. It is Slammett leading off the line. As you see, Kenny, this is the apprentice, the master in the chase position. And Jeremy shut down, and Luke Fink slams into him. What is this? What has gone on?
Every final so far this season has ended in some kind of drama.
What is it with Luke Fink in finals?
And
has he got a collection of voodoo dolls or something?
Is that all she wrote for the Supra?
Well, I think the Supra shut down.
Or will we see one more run out of this? Luke Fink stoked with that one.
All right, so it is going to be a coronation lap for Luke Fink. Let's just let it sing. Arm out the window. Well done, Mr. Fink.
Luke Fink chucks it in with the backy. A celebratory run for Luke Fink takes the win here at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium for round 3 in Auckland. And Jeremy Slammett out of action, gearbox dramas, and he has retired from competition.
All right, Kenny, absolute pleasure calling with you once again, my mate. I've got to go and join Mr. Mackay before the podium now and hang around one more time for you Finnish fans. Yomalatsa.
First of all, thank you JDM Racing and whole of New Zealand for having me. It's amazing to be here. It was a tough weekend because of the new car, and it's kind of similar what I'm used to, but it's lacking some, how do you say it? It's lacking some specs that we have back home, so yeah.
But would you come out again, or do you want everybody to come over there?
You should visit Europe. Drift Masters is a hell of a series, but I like it here. I might come again.
Jeremy, what actually happened out there? I heard you'd blown your gearbox.
Yeah, I've left the start line in second gear, it popped out, and then I grabbed third, popped out again, and then I tried to grab it, initiated, grabbed it, and then it just, it didn't work. I've tried and make it work, but yeah, it just didn't work out.
All right, mate. Well, congratulations on A, your first P1 qualification, and P2, which I think is the highest you've finished in D1, correct?
It is, yeah. It's been an absolute, awesome weekend. I don't even have the words. It's amazing.
Just those runs with Laurie obviously did it for me. Like, it was just a hell of a lot of fun. I've been helping the guys out with getting the guests here, and Laurie, great driver over there. I watched him and I wanted to get him over here because I want to drive with these guys, just like you guys want to see him as the fans, and all the other drivers obviously love having the opportunity to come out here and go against one of the best. So yeah, no, it was just an amazing time, and just keep trying to drive smart but still put on a good show for everyone.
And extend your lead in the D1NZ Championship, mate.
It's been a Trans-Tasman Anzac battle so far, and it continues with JDM Racing and Team DSR. Who will put a stop to Luke Fink and the Australian invasion as we get ready for the penultimate round at Manfield Raceway, where the cars will hit top speed on the fastest track of the season.